Yesterday we noticed we had a chicken. As you can see, her beak looks like it's been broken and split. I'm assuming that she probably maybe got it caught in the hardware cloth, and that's just a little bit closer picture. I tried to show you what it looked like. So what we did, we just took a towel and wrapped her in it like a burrito to make her feel more secure. We did make sure we washed our hands thoroughly before doing this. But I had planned on taking some toenail clippers and just trimming her beak up so it wouldn't split more. Now you can use dull toenail clippers if you have them. I didn't have them, so we just used the uh, regular toenail clippers and a file. Now I had planned on trimming it up and then just using a little bit of super glue to kind of put on top of it to keep it from cracking further up. But I didn't, and you'll see, I didn't feel that I needed to use super glue because I don't think it was that bad far up. Now, a chicken's beak is like your fingertip. The tip of their beak is like your fingertip. So this is not going to hurt them at all. Just the tip of it. Like I said, it won't hurt them at all. It's just like cutting your fingernail. You just got to make sure that when you are cutting it, that you don't go too far back to the quick, because that will cause it to bleed and other problems. So just the very tip of the beak is okay to trim. And, you know, this way she'll be able to use it a lot better. So here I'm just trying to comfort her. I have the tweezers in my hand, or the clippers, but I didn't get to show you that because we needed two people to do it. But here's what it looks like afterwards. As you can see, I just trimmed a little bit off the side and a little bit on the front to kind of make it a little bit more symmetrical for her, like a regular beak. And you can see right there. So I'm just going to take a file and just kind of file around just that rough edges just a little bit, so that way, you know, it doesn't bother her. It's going to feel a little weird to her probably because she's been used to having it probably overgrown a little bit. But as you can see right there, I didn't feel the need to use super glue on that. The only reason why I was going to use super glue was to prevent it from cracking further back into the quick and then causing some other major damage or other major problems. So here I am just using this fingernail file to kind of just get it. So I just want to make sure that it was kind of smooth so that way she doesn't snag it on anything else. And she's starting to get a little bit of frustrated with us here. She was done. She was over it. She was ready to go back in her pen. And also, if you have a chicken that you notice that does have like a beak problem, make sure you separate it from the other ones because they may pick on her and cause a fight and then maybe cause more damage to that beak. But here you can see after I cut it, yeah, I didn't feel the need that I needed to use super glue, so I didn't even do super glue. So what I'll do is I'll just wait a couple more weeks, monitor it, and her beak will grow out. That's why you always see your chickens always kind of swiping their beaks on the ground or on a rock or something, and that helps sharpen it and keeps it trim for them. But yeah, some people will use like a little piece of like a tea bag and cut a little square, soak it in like super glue, and just put it on top of that, like a crack if it's worse. And then just take a fingernail file and just kind of file it down and make it smooth, and then let it grow out, and then they can trim it. But like I said, as you can see here, I think just a little bit of trim and that fingernail file, it looks so much better. And I'm sure she's probably feels a lot better for her. So yeah, I'm just going to wait a couple more weeks. I'll keep monitoring it and make sure it doesn't crack again or has any other issues. And then I'll probably, if she doesn't already keep it trimmed and sharpened down, then I will go back and redo it for her. But she should do it. That's just what chickens do. They know what to do. So here she is. I put her back in a pen by herself. You can see she is pruning herself. Didn't seem to faze her one bit. I think it was more of us holding her and confining her that caused her more stress than anything. Now, if you have a chicken's beak that's more severe than this one, I would definitely recommend, going to a vet and, make sure you clean the wound. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but make sure you kind of clean the area, especially if it's a deep area. You can see I put a rock in there for her. That way she can kind of keep it to rub her beak on to kind of help sharpen it and trim it. And then we put a peach in there to kind of give her a little snack to make sure that she was able to use her beak okay. And as you can see that she's pecking and did perfectly fine. She's not having no issues with it. I went and checked on her again, and she seems to be doing perfectly fine. Her beak still looks good. Like I said, I'm just going to keep monitoring it, and then her beak will grow out, and then that eventually will just go away, hopefully. But if not, I will have to go find a vet or something and see what we can do. But yeah, thanks for watching.